All right, so Adam22 just got destroyed on Twitter for his insanely cringe and unfunny joke that he posted about the failed Trump assassination. And it's just really fascinating at this point because somehow the 16 just keeps finding new and creative ways to get everyone to hate him. We saw all the backlash he took from the Pop Smoke Killer interview that he did. I mean, I didn't think that it could get any worse. I mean, people are actually saying that he's doing this on purpose, that he's intentionally trying to get everyone to hate him even more to make himself continue to stay relevant or some shit like that. And that's really the only thing that makes sense at this point because there's no other explanation as to why the 16 would post this on Twitter. So let's take a look at this. So the 16 writes, "Sure, Trump was shot today, but think about the hundreds of trans women who were shot today that didn't make the news." Literally not even kind of funny. So he would face extreme backlash for this. I mean, Donald J. Trump almost got his TV turned off on international TV. I mean, can we control the bleeding on the president's fucking ear before we make trans jokes about the whole situation? You know what I mean? Like, this is really inappropriate. And so a lot of people had a big problem with this. And so the 16 would go on to be ratioed, okay? He would be ratioed by a random Twitter person. So then he starts getting like reposted by all these people. And then Antonio Brown chimes in. What? Look at what Antonio Brown said about the 16 of Nashua. He responds, "And your wife is taking back shots from every man alive." Okay, so that's actually hilarious. What? This is actually really funny. So the 16 is just getting owned. He's trying to be funny. He's getting owned and people are being hilarious about it. And so that's even worse for the 16. And so during the production of this very video that you're watching, I discovered that the person that ratioed the 16 is actually a public figure that the 16 once interviewed before his epic downfall. And I want to show you a piece of that interview because I found something very interesting. The 16's talking about Twitter. And so this is highly, just watch this.
He hate, like, bro, I was telling this girl, like, you can't be doing that. Like, you're going out of your way to make yourself pissed off or sad or depressed. Like, you're going out of your way to do that. If you just didn't check, you're straight.
If you are like showing too much emotion on Twitter, people will just feel that and just sink their teeth in. You need to be able to take time away from it or just show them that you don't give a fuck by just not tweeting too much for a while. And that shit will just like kind of lessen the tension.
That's
usually.
Dead ass. Like the golden key. Like,
wow, so Adam16 is an expert in coping with Twitter hate. He says, you got to prove to everyone that you don't care by going out of your way to not post for a while, and then people will think you don't care. So if you don't care, why are you taking this conscious effort to prove that you don't care if you really don't care? So this is terrible advice, but my point of this is who would have predicted that this guy, this kid that Adam's giving little bro advice to on how to deal with Twitter, he's getting ratioed on Twitter by this very guy. And this is remarkable, I think. And a lot of people would agree with me, especially in the No Jumper Reddit. Look at some of these Redditors. These were Adam's former fans. Someone says, imagine being 40 years old getting trolled by someone you interviewed with more impressions on Twitter than you, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Someone says, Adam getting cooked. Another person says, I ain't never seen a bigger L. I mean, this is all his universe. These are his fans and his Reddit. This Reddit is the only place that you can find anything positive written about the 16. And this is all over the Reddit. So even his own former fans are laughing at him. He's truly a laughingstock. This is a lolcow now. A lolcow and rich source of hate content. People are making Adam16 hate videos still to this day. I mean, we all remember very well when the 16 made his transition from hip-hop podcasting superstar to a common cuck. People made thousands of hate videos about the 16, and still to this day, they're still making them. I mean, at this point, the 16's entire public image and reputation is in the shitter. It can't get any worse. And every time I say that, it gets worse. Like I was saying that before this Twitter stunt. Back when the 16 interviewed Pop Smoke's killer, I was saying this is like really bad. I mean, go look at the interview's comments. Every single comment is just bad. It's just ratio, okay? And to make matters worse, in response to this backlash for this interview, he posted this ultra smug, very shitty statement defending himself and like patting himself on the back for doing this. This was really disgusting. Look at this.
To some of the feedback about me interviewing Blockstar, Pop Smoke's killer. I didn't do that interview because I don't care. That's what a lot of people seem to think, is that Adam just doesn't give a fuck. That's not the case at all. I did that interview because I thought that it was an important historical record of somebody who was involved in one of the most tragic, insane stories in rap history.
So doesn't that make you feel disgusted that he's like pretending to be this hip hop documentarian that all of a sudden cares deeply about the story, telling the story of I mean, this is really out of line. I mean, No Jumper is a troll, Jerry Springer. I mean, look at the front page. And this is what he has pinned to his channel. This. I mean, it's truly shocking that people go to this platform to sit down for interviews. I mean, this is pinned to the channel. This is the identity of No Jumper is trans, okay? The 16 is definitely working through some personal transgressions, we'll just call them. So this is really weird. This is No Jumper is trans. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I just need people to understand that this is pinned to the channel. This is the identity of the channel. That's the purpose of pinning it to the, this is the you guys get what I'm trying to say. So the 16 interviews Pop Smoke's killer, who is not a public figure. He's just some random piece of shit gangbanger from Los Angeles that murdered Pop Smoke in his home. And now he's being rewarded with interviews and fame and stuff like that by the 16. And that's why people are so mad. And so the 16 has added a new level of danger to his life because now he has like the entire New York on his helmet for glamorizing Pop Smoke's killer. And so I want to show you this clip. This is a funny clip of Brick Baby sort of teasing the 16 about how New Yorkers are after him, and the 16 does not look, I mean, I just want to show you this. Look at this.
You might not make it back for the DR. It's a lot of New Yorkers down there, B.
Yeah.
You might want to reroute. You might want to reroute.
With her?
Well,
no, with you. It pops
no, wait. Whoa. Oh, okay, you're right. I might need to watch out in DR.
I said DR. I said him.
Okay, so did you just see what just happened? So the 16 of Nashua just played dumb, as if he didn't know exactly what Brick Baby was talking about the millisecond that it was said. New Yorkers are coming after. So he played stupid right there. Look at that. And so that leads me into the question of why would he play dumb right there? And the answer quickly came to me. It's because he's worried about his personal safety when he travels. So he's absolute. So the 16, we just watched the 16 tell that kid, oh, you got to act like it doesn't bother you. If you're worried, you have to pretend you're not worried. You know what I mean? He's a deception machine. And Brick Baby's like straight calling him out, putting him on blast. He's like, you ain't go beg it back from the DR. Adam on 6-0. They got New Yorkers down there. The DR, stupid ass bitch. On the dead homies. So Brick Baby knows that people are really not happy with the 16 for interviewing that. Pop Smoke, the guy that got killed, is from New York. So New Yorkers are very upset with Adam, apparently. And deservedly and rightfully so. The 16 is very out of line, I think, for doing this. This guy's not like a notable public figure. This is just some dumb kid who ended the life of Pop Smoke. And so there's no reason to interview him. He's not like a public figure. The 16 compares this guy to O.J. Simpson.
I also think that like a lot of people seem to think that I'm the first person who's ever interviewed a killer, which is completely not true. All kinds of people come to mind, but let's just go with the obvious example, Terrence Gangster Williams, who I had on, and like everybody else in the podcasting world has had on. He says that he's killed over 40 people. And I haven't seen like even one single person say that I shouldn't be interviewing him. When you really look at it, I mean, O.J. Simpson did all these fucking interviews.
So the 16 thinks he's interviewing the next O.J. Simpson, and it's just like, it's wildly idiotic. I mean, it's really like, is this guy losing his mind? And so with all this going on, with all the backlash and all the hatred that he's getting for interviewing Pop Smoke's killer and going on this delusional smug rant about how he's a journalist that's chasing the most important stories in history, all this backlash, all this whirlwind of hatred toward the 16, and then he turns around and does this. And he tweets this trans joke on the day of Trump's failed assassination. I think that's wild. And so what I want you guys to really understand is that this all ties back to the theory that I think is correct, that he's leaning into this hate. He's trying to be the most hated. He's going for max hatred. I just don't know what the end goal is. I mean, is he trying to like make everyone hate him so much that we catch on and we go, wait, he wants us to hate him. Let's start loving him. And then everyone loves him again. I don't know what his plan is, but it's delusional. No matter what it is, it's delusional. So take that and just do whatever you want with it. I don't know what else to really say about this, but I did think that was hilarious that Antonio Brown shitted on Adam and got millions of more attention points than Adam. Adam wants attention. whether it's good or bad. And since he can't get good, he's getting bad, and it makes sense. So I guess this is what is the new Adam 16, is that he's just like, he doesn't have any, he's always had fans. He's always had like a couple scragglers that actually like still looked up to him. Not anymore, I don't think. I think that those days are over. I think he's now fully a clown. And so that's pretty much all I've got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. And if you guys could hit subscribe, I'm on the road to 100K. I'm almost there. And I really appreciate you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And I'll see you guys on the next one.